Today we are doing a workout for our posture, and if you're interested in more workouts and tips to improve your posture, join me November 1st, 2024 in my Unlimited community, where our entire theme is going to be about posture. The link to sign up is below. So today's workout is all about posture, and we are going to be doing quite a few mobility and strengthening exercises to help improve our posture. Because when we talk about our posture, we talk about trying to be balanced in a standing or a seated position. And that takes a lot of strength in the muscles in our back and the back of our body, and a lot of mobility as well. So those are the things we're going to be focusing on today. So let's start on all fours. So I want your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. And what I want you to do is lift your head, lift your tail. That's your inhale. And then exhale to round. We're not going to stay here long. It's just a really nice way to warm up with a little bit of breath and a little bit of movement. Because the key to good posture isn't just standing up straighter, right? So when you're standing or when you're sitting and someone says, sit up straighter, stand up straighter, that isn't going to last to improve our posture very long. What we need to do is actually strengthen all the muscles in our back body. We need to have mobility in the right places to help us actually stand up and sit up straighter. All right, find a point halfway in between those two. So you have this nice flat back position. And I want you to bring the left arm out in front of you. Stay here and do little pulses for me. Lift, lift. So if this already feels very fatiguing or very hard for you, or if it feels like you're really weak, that's okay. That's a good thing. It's actually telling you, oh, these are the muscles I need to work in order to have better posture. 3, 2, 1. Bring the arm out to the side like the letter T. Now little pulses. Lift, lift. Because a lot of times why we end up hunching in seated or in standing is because the muscles in our back get so tired. So we need to strengthen those up. Nice. Now bring the arm to your side. Your palm is facing up and pulse here. Pulse, pulse. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand back down, other side. So bring your right arm out in front of you. Reach the fingertips long in little pulses. Lift, lift. And keep pushing away from your left hand here as well, because we're not only working that lifted arm, but we're working the arm that's on the ground as well. Last 2, 1. Bring the arm out to a T. Same thing, lift and lift. And then the beauty of this position is you're working your core as well. Last 2, 1. Bring the arm down to your side, palm faces up, lift, lift. And you can pad your knees if you need to, of course. 3, 2, 1. Bring that arm back down. Nice job. Left arm out in front again. Stay here. Now lift your right leg as well. Reach them away from each other. Find that spinal balance here and hold for 3, 2, 1. Bring them back down. Other side. Right arm lifts in front. Left leg reaches back. Reach them away from each other like they're being stretched in opposite directions, and hold for 3, 2, 1. Bring them back down. Knees wide, sit yourself back into your child's pose. And walk your hands back so that you sit up, and bring your legs out in front of you. So we're gonna have our legs straight, mat distance apart. Have your hands at your sides, so your fingertips are just touching the ground. And I want you to pull your toes back towards you and try to sit up as tall as you can. So we're gonna talk here for just a moment. If this feels almost impossible for you, I want you to sit up against a wall. So just scoot your booty back against a wall and try to have your whole back against a wall, and that can give you a little support. Otherwise, just start with the fingertips here. And you're trying to stack yourself right on top of your sit bones. Then now, one arm at a time comes behind your head. You're still sitting up as tall as you can. And now inhale, rotate to the right. Exhale, center. Inhale, left. Exhale, center. So we have so much going on in this position. We have hip mobility, okay? So we're getting a little bit of mobility and stretching in our hips. We're doing the same thing for our back and into our middle back. Again, this is key. Like if I had to pick one of my favorite exercises to help with posture, it's this one. Because we really need to get our spine moving in all directions in order for our body to feel comfortable standing up straight. Like I mentioned earlier, we can't just force ourselves into it. We actually need to do a workout like this routinely, maybe every day, in order to start seeing improvements. So this is meant to be a tool for you to use, a helpful way to improve your posture. Bring your arms down to your sides. Glue your legs together. Again, sit up just as tall as you can. I know this is work. It's meant to be work. Bring your arms in front. Inhale tall. Exhale, curl your tailbone and roll yourself down. One vertebrae at a time. Arms reach back and bring your arms to your sides. Bend your knees. Okay, so we're gonna start here with our hands like to a goalpost position. So I'm gonna scoot down just a little bit so I have a little space. So my palms are facing the ceiling, my elbows are bent, and I'm gonna exhale to reach my hands up and back like a Y, and then inhale to bring them back in. So it's almost like I'm making this big V kind of diagonal position, and then I come into a W. Now this is important because if you tend to have a tight chest, like tight across your chest and your collarbones, then you're gonna be more in a hunched position when you're standing or when you're sitting. So an exercise like this is stretching across those muscles while also getting some mobility into your shoulders. So it's things like this that you might not think about doing when you want to improve your posture, but that can make a really big difference over time. Okay, one more. Bring them back in and bring your arms all the way to your sides. Take an inhale, your feet are still flat, your knees are bent. Exhale, curl your tailbone and roll yourself up. So we're rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale when you get to the top, and then exhale, curl and roll down. Don't be surprised if you feel like you move in chunks. If this feels really tight to you, you're just working through it. Every repetition starts to create that pattern in your brain and in your body. Every movement matters. Every minute you spend moving your body matters. So the purpose here is to try to really find that rolling or that articulation in the spine. We're still working the back of our body. We're moving into our glutes here and our hamstrings. Those are really important muscles when it comes to our posture. When you get to the top, stay here. Inhale, reach your arms back. Exhale, bring them back to your sides. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. On this one, reach them back. Stay there. Keep your arms on the ground and roll back down for a nice long stretch. Oh, nice job. Bring your arms back down to your sides. Straighten your legs out, and we're gonna roll back up. And if this isn't accessible to you, you can just roll to the side and sit up. Otherwise, reach your arms back. Inhale. Exhale, tuck your chin and roll yourself up. Over your legs, reach. And then restack. And we are gonna do that again, but we're gonna stay seated. So you're up nice and tall. I want you to sweep your arms out to the side. That's your inhale. So tall, 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 reach your fingertips up, and then exhale, dive forward. Inhale, you restack, slide your arms along and reach them up again. See if you can reach just a little teeny bit farther every time. Last one. Restack, sweep your arms up one more time. And just exhale and bring them back down to your sides. And thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, you can do that workout daily to help improve your strength and mobility, to improve your posture. And if you want to learn more about posture, join me on Unlimited in November 2024, where our entire theme is all about posture, and the link to sign up is below.